welcome to Wave Manga. I am Adrian Manga, and this is Solo Leveling Chapter 117. So, I'm gonna be honest, this I think is one of the darker chapters I've reviewed so far, because I really like this chapter. I'll get to it, but it's really good, it's really tense, and it just, I have to say, really good chapter. So let's get started. You know from the previous chapter how those guys went into the art room and there was a portal and then the orc came out? Yeah, we continue on with those guys all being dead. They've been slaughtered, and they're in the... And this is the first real time we've seen a monster outside a gate in a really populated area with no hunters around, because this is what I think makes the chapter really dark. It's just normal people versus monsters, versus orcs, basically. These orcs are just hunting students, these people who have no chance against them. It's just... I like this chapter because it just shows that there's no way for these people to defeat the people in this area, to defeat these things. And at the beginning of the chapter, it's pretty good at like explaining that these orcs can smell, they can track, they're faster, they're stronger, they're better than humans in every way that is combative. And it's just, this whole chapter is just a bloodbath. Like, I think there's only like 2 orcs in this chapter that are in this school. Like, it is an amazing chapter because I think this is like the darkest chapter in Solo Leveling, because it shows how people have no chance against these things. Like, we've seen dark scenes, like entire groups being massacred, but those people had a fighting chance. Like, they were hunters, they had an actual chance. Not these people. They are normal people. In fact, they are just students. They have no chance against these things, and these orcs are in fact talking, and I believe these are just regular orcs, so they're not the high orcs that Sung Jin Woo has, so I'm probably saying that, I'll get to it later in the chapter, but it's just these 2 orcs, and they're killing everybody. They just break down doors, and the first real kill of this chapter is just like a bunch of students down the hall. These orcs just busted through when this guy looks over and a battle axe is above him. Many people just get axed off in this chapter, like they get butchered. It's pretty dark. And then I would have liked it if we just kept the chapter going through and just kept it with this theme, because I really liked it. And we cut to Sung Jin Woo and all the Knights Guild. Sung Jin Woo basically has a fan club in the Knights Guild, which I didn't like this part of the chapter. I just thought it doesn't really be needed. Sung Jin Woo is considered the leader, but no, that's the Knights Guild. I'm getting out of that. It's the worst part of the chapter, I have to say. And then we get to another really creepy part, which I really like. Like, I really like this chapter because it shows how much of a chance these people have. And then we get a cool operator from the Hunters Association, from a girl from the school. And she is terrified. And this girl, and this cool operator, is trying to understand, trying to have a calm, trying to get as much information out. And we get to see it. We get to see a lock, and there's blood all over the place. The girl who's cooling, she's covered in blood, and she's terrified. There is no real point. There's no real way that these people get out if they go up against these orcs. I believe that the cool operator is starting to get worried because she starts figuring out, oh, it's orcs. And then she's just in the bathroom, just hiding, praying that the orcs don't find her. But it's just, she tries to figure out what they are. They don't know what's going on. They're trying to figure it out, and when she tries And when she realizes it's orcs, she just tells her to get out of there. Get out of there. But then we get to see an axe in front of her stall covered in blood. And this cool operator just says they can smell the blood. And then she's gone. She screams. She is terrified. And then we cut to these people just running away from the school. I believe the orcs were just like... They probably did slaughter like half the school. They mentioned that they let half their prey escape, but it's terrifying. I love this chapter because it just shows how terrifying it is. A person wants to go back to like try to save her friends, but no, it's a bad idea. And all we've seen in this chapter are 2 orcs. Two orcs have killed half a school. That is terrifying. And it's just so good of a chapter. And these orcs, just like all the people on the ground floor, they are gone. These orcs, they're gonna go upstairs and deal with anybody who's still stuck in the building and kill them. These people build up a barrier, which I think, or the students build up a barrier to try to keep these goddamn orcs out. And they have a chair, they have a stick. They don't have any of this gear that hunters have. They don't have any of the powers. And their barricade just gets destroyed, just blasted away. And it's just everybody's scared and they see these orcs covered in blood. It's really good. I love this chapter. And there's this kid who tries running away. He gets killed by an orc in the window, and it's just like, this is a good chapter of showing how fear. And one of my favorite panels in this chapter is an orc swinging his axe down. This guy's looking up. The axe is right there. It cuts up. The panel doesn't show anything, but you just know what's gonna happen. You see a guy get slammed to the ground, but you don't see what happens. That orc probably split his head down to his chest. And then they smell somebody with magic power, and they do say, kill her first. Which, it's pretty much, I think it's Sung Jin-woo's sister's friend, which is definitely who has the magic power. But I'm not too worried about Sung Jin-woo's sister or this group here. You know why? I was worried about everybody else, but not Sung Jin-woo's sister. Because I think Sung Jin-woo probably gave his sister a few bodyguards. Which I mean is a few high orcs. Which I'm definitely thinking is stronger than these regular orcs. I believe that that the high orcs will in fact protect this group, because I think Sung Jin-woo, or maybe the orcs will just like protect. Maybe it's Sung Jin-woo's general orcs, but I'm definitely sure that Sung Jin-woo's orcs will protect this group, and will definitely protect Sung Jin-woo's sister, because that's definitely something. That's probably the definite reason why she was given the orcs, to protect her, which I really like. I hope that just shows up that the orcs will protect her, and I hope that some of the orcs do get defeated, like the high orcs do get defeated, and maybe Sung Jin-woo does realize maybe that's how he knows that the attack is going on. Like, right now, he has no idea what's going on, he's just going into this portal. But the moment that he learns that the orcs that are protecting his sister have been, like, destroyed, he'll probably just leave Biru to deal with the dungeon and just go after go after the orcs. That's, like, my thoughts. Like, my first thought was, like, he'll realize it, he'll just send out Biru. But no, I think he's gonna leave Biru with the knights. I don't know how that's gonna go down, but Biru will be left with the knights, Sung Jin-woo will go to protect his sister. I'm definitely thinking the high orcs will be the reason that Sung Jin-woo knows that his sister is under attack. If they get destroyed by, say, a higher ranking, by an incredibly powerful orc, or some type of monster that's leading the orcs. I'm definitely thinking that Sung Jin-woo's sister does have some protection. Like, she definitely has, like, the shadow orcs to protect her. That's what I definitely think will happen. Like, they'll probably guard the group, take them probably outside, and the group probably won't escape. But I'm just saying, this group probably won't escape, but definitely the orcs will be able to save them in this moment before these regular orcs just kill them. And that's my thoughts of the chapter. Really good. I really like this chapter. It's really suspensive, and I think it's like one of the darker chapters in this series. There could be, you could have a different thought, but I really like the suspense in this chapter, just showing how pathetic these people are compared to the orcs. And that's it. I liked it. This is chapter 117 of Solo Leveling. Like, comment, subscribe, like the video, share with a friend, and have a nice day.